Why a Unimog? What size engine does it have? How many gears does a Unimog have? What is the payload a Unimog can carry? This is some of the questions that we have from our clients. My name, Ferdy de Beer, working for Mogdoc since 2016, started the company and growing it further. We are also an accredited bodybuilder in South Africa. So for your drop site, camper, or whatever your need may be, we are the guys for you, to support you and give you the correct vehicle for your need. So we're working on Unimogs in any size, any kind, any year model. We've got a Unimog in our yard, that's a 2010 model, that's a 1948 vehicle. So it is one of the first Unimogs in the world. We can work on a 2010 model, a 1948, and assist you with repairs, parts, service, bodybuilding. We are also an accredited bodybuilder in South Africa. So for your drop site, camper, or whatever your need may be, we are the guys for you. So why a Unimog? The Unimog is the ultimate off-road vehicle in the world. There is no other vehicle manufacturer that can come close to a Unimog. Standard features to this Unimog: central tire inflation. You can inflate and deflate your wheels on the move. No other vehicle can do that. Fording ability. You can go into water of up to 1.2 meters. You know, for that to do in a vehicle, that's awesome. It's available in a double cab and a single cab. Standard from the factory. Speedo cruise is a standard. Air conditioner, standard. So if you look at the engine size, that's always a question. It's a 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine with an intercooler that gives you 160 kilowatts, 218 horsepower with an engine torque of 810 Newton meters. That's a 4.8 liter engine. That's awesome. Let's look at the gearbox of the Unimog. UG100 gearbox, unique to Unimog. No other vehicle is using this. 8-speed gearbox, that means 8 gears in forward, synchronized, and 6 reverse gears in high range. That will allow you to do 45 kilometers an hour in reverse. Then additional to that, you've got a low range. That also gives you 8 gears forward and then also 8 gears in reverse. So that is awesome. Rocking mode, you can go forward in a forward gear, selecting reverse on the move while going forward. That's awesome. The axles, you've got portal axles to this vehicle. So what does that give you? That gives you tremendous ground clearance, up to 440 millimeters on a U4000. Portals means that the side of the Unimog's hub has been elevated or lifted with an additional 110 millimeters. Into that is integrated the central tire inflation system. So no pipes to the outside of the vehicle, all integrated into the axle. In addition to that, you've got 4x4 and diff locks that you can activate on the move. 4-channel ABS brake system is also fitted to the axles. That gives you enormous brake pressure. Disc brakes right around. Suspension on the vehicle, coil springs right around. So what does a coil spring is better than a leaf spring? Coil springs give you a better approach and departure angles because your nose and your back end is shorter. That also gives you a better wheel travel. Stabilizer bars is also fitted to the vehicle to keep the stability in the vehicle. Payloads. That's always a good question on a Unimog. You know, everybody asks, what can a Unimog carry? And that's a difficult question to answer because it all depends on the spec of the vehicle. The more you fit to the vehicle, the heavier the weight. The bigger the buck, the heavier the buck, the drop side body or the camper, the less the payload. So I would suggest and say, if you take a U4000, you've got a 9.5 ton GVM vehicle, gross vehicle mass. So that includes the vehicle plus the buck or drop side body or camper and the payload. The U5000 Unimog is a 13.8 ton vehicle, GVM. So note that the U5000 can carry more load. If I must say, a U4000's carrying capacity is around 3 tons and the U5000 around 6 tons. So what can Mogdoc offer you? Bull bar, spotlight, winch, Wrapping. Let's go through it quickly. Bull bar. This is one of the bull bars that we can manufacture for you. It's not a must to have this one. So this is typical one of our solutions. Winch. We're fitting any winch to your need. We suggest to our clients to use hydraulic winches. Because of such a heavyweight vehicle, you need the hydraulics to pull you out. 8-ton winch. If you fit a snatch block to this, you can double your capacity of towing. The base plate of the winch is manufactured in such a way that it's still under the 3-point system, not to put twist or strain into your winch system or back to the chassis. Spotlights. Any spotlights can be fitted to the vehicle. The client specification on this one was this type of lights. If you look at the bonnet, this vehicle is actually white. It's got an anti-scratch material over it. So what will this help? If you're driving in the bush and there's some branches that can scratch your vehicle, it will protect your paintwork. All done by Mogdoc. On the left hand side of the vehicle, we've got an access bar, a step ladder to access your roof rack on the top. Easy access. Use your existing steps and you're on top of your roof rack. So up here we've got your axe, shovel and packing place for anything that you need to pack on the top, on the roof. On the right hand side of the roof rack you will find some sand ladders, so that if you got stuck in the sand or mud, that you can get easy access from the ladder on the roof to the sand ladders. Additional fuel tank is fitted to this vehicle. If you want to do that adventurous long trips over the borders to Namibia, you need some extra fuel. 250 liters is fitted to this vehicle. You've got a transfer pump to the main tank. By flip of a switch on the inside of the dashboard, you can transfer your fuel from your secondary tank to your main tank. There's also a fuel gauge fitted to see the level of the auxiliary tank when you ever need to fill up. Storage compartments. There's always a challenge in a Unimog when you go out. Where to store what? We have manufactured some storage where you can add your recovery kit, your tools, your filters, whatever you need to have. Additional storage to the back. Open up. And you've got access to your tables, chairs and gazebo as needed. On the back of the Unimog, you will find a carrier where you can unload your bicycles, your motorbikes and spare wheel. This makes the work quite easier when changing a wheel. Also with additional storage in the back for your kosher, your firewood, whatever you need. Quite a strong system. Right, storage on the right hand side of the Unimog. Additional storage, but with a kink in it. Over here we've got the outside kitchen. Open up with a workplace, hot plate, water, some lights in the evening, storage for your spices, a work table with a braai. Addition to that, a cabinet to put in your forks and knives, cutlery. The Unimog here U4000 single cab has been fitted with a Bliss Mobile camper imported from Holland. So just to take you through the vehicle or just through the camper so that you can see what's inside, let's see. Easy access, step ladder inside, just pull it out and hold open. What's nice about this camper is you've got a shower and toilet separate from each other. Very stylish high-end shower with a very strong glass door. An extractor fan, hot water, cold water with a pressure pump that supplies you with water. A small kitchen when the weather is bad outside, washing bin, a plate with a fridge for some ice cold beers. Fork and knives, very stylish, very neat. On the front end of the camper, we've got a nice comfortable table, seats right around. When it comes to night time, you just lower the bed. So on the windows of the Unimog, you will find smash and grab. The smash and grab is not only to protect the driver, but it's also giving you sun protection. There's a small film fitted to keep the cab cooler on the inside. Inside the cab, you will find custom-made carriers or storage space for anything that you would like to store while traveling. We also have fitted USB plugs, so charging your phone, your cell phone or your GPS can be done from there. The radio console, manufactured specially for this client, with a tablet touchscreen interface. We've previously spoke about the additional fuel tank. We've got a fuel gauge for the tank and a transfer pump. The transfer pump will then pump the diesel over to the main tank. In addition to that is the reverse camera. We can activate the switch and you've got a reverse camera showing you what's going on at the back. And on the left hand side for your passenger, you've got also a USB plug and a storage facility with a light to see what's inside. GPS is fitted to the vehicle. A strong rugged frame has been fitted on top of the dashboard to give you space for your wallet, cell phone or whatever you need to put on top of this. Anti-slip material is also fitted on top of this. We have fitted a fridge between the two seats next to the gear lever. This is to have your cold drinks and water cold while you're doing the adventurous trip. Below the fridge we had fitted a safe, just for in case if you need to store your passports, wallet or whatever you need when you go out. A two-way radio is always needed in such an adventurous vehicle. So here we have the base unit with a handheld radio for your friends while exploring. All this work was done by the Mogdoc team. We are proud to say what we are doing. If you ever need something, from buying a Unimog, custom built, come and speak to us, we will assist you. And remember, the Unimog starts where the road ends.